One night in May, police got an urgent call that brought them to a local home. The family there had been seeing some strange things in the sky, but according to the person who made the call, what happened next was even more bizarre.
They said they saw something fall from the sky. They checked their backyard and they saw something with like 8 to 9 feet, no clothes, green-colored men, not human, with like the eyes were glowing, and it was not a human being.
Okay, what's going on over there?
Okay, lady. Me, my dad, and my brother, we're working on a truck in our backyard, and we have a big lot outside, right? Correct?
Okay.
We were working, and we just see in a corner of our eye something fall down from the sky, and it was with light. And when it hit down, it was like a big impact, and we felt it. We felt like an energy, and then we hear like a lot of footsteps near us, and then we have a big equipment, and we see, and there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
What you're about to see is one of the videos this group managed to record before they finally decided to call the police.
That's the clip, man. Y'all missed that shit. Oh, man, this is crazy. Y'all missed that, guys. Which is weird, though, because there's like a moon over here. That's why I thought it was weird, but I was like, whatever.
What makes this even more unusual is that just as the officer was about to leave the scene, his camera captured another mysterious object in the sky.
I don't know. No, that's not a car. I will be hiding because that's the size of a shooting star. I like that. I kind of got distracted for time.
Some people who've watched the footage believe this might be real evidence of a UFO encounter, while others remain doubtful about what exactly happened in the sky that night. Following an unclear sound in the woods, this man captured an unknown creature. The next clip was uploaded by the channel UFOs and Mysterious Creatures. There's not a lot of information available on the origin of the clips. However, it's clear it was taken late at night in the forest. The cameraman was filming for reasons unknown. Perhaps to use the flash to illuminate their path. Regardless of the reason, the cameraman caught far more than just trees that night on camera. As the camera pans to one of the trees, a strange creature can be seen clinging to the trunk. The figure is a strange brown-gray color with red eyes and a weirdly shaped head. What do you believe this could be? This odd creature clearly startles the cameraman, who pans away quickly and can be seen running away from the area. It's possible this could be a monkey or another creature, but something about this sighting is just extremely creepy, from the strange head to the glowing eyes. What is your idea? Paranormal? A creature? Or something completely different? A video that was shared by Rick, and he told me that he found it on Reddit. Apparently, a car without an owner is passing by the exit, and the security guard is getting the spook of his life. He thinks this is a prank at first and walks around the car to see what is going on. Further explained apparition seems to be coming from the back of the car, just floating above it, freaking the man out, making him flee the scene. It is said that it was never explained what exactly transpired that night. If it wasn't a hoax, which I think is very likely, it could be something most of us would never understand. This video was captured by the Highway 9, who shared it after going on a hiking trip and stumbling across an open cave that he wanted to investigate with his shepherd dog. It didn't take long until the man made it quite deep into these tunnel systems, and then strangeness unfolded.
Oh, come on.
Another faceless figure can be seen, standing in the distance, seemingly looking at the man. It's wearing a black robe of some sorts, and is potentially pretty tall. No facial features whatsoever can be made out. Quite remarkable that all these entities across the world have a similar look to them, don't you think? Perhaps proof that there is in fact more mysterious stuff going on in some of these tunnels than one could expect. This footage comes from Juan, who caught something chilling during his night shift as a security guard. While doing his usual rounds of the building, he passed by the bathrooms when something stopped him in his tracks. The sound of a baby crying. Listen.
No. Hola. No mames. ¿Se escucha un bebé? No mames. Güey, ¿se escucha un bebé? No mames. Güey. No mames. ¿Un bebé?
He searched every bathroom, thinking someone might have left a baby behind, but found nothing at all. Many people watching this video believe this must be the work of an evil spirit, one that takes the shape of a child to make its encounters even more disturbing. One thing's for sure, this is a night he'll never forget. An experience more terrifying than anything he could have imagined in his darkest nightmares. A security team at a bus station in Catamarca, Argentina, shared this unusual footage. One of their officers was checking out a parked bus after hearing odd noises coming from inside, which was strange since the bus was supposed to be empty. But what the security camera caught next left viewers shocked. A child's face staring right into the lens. It reminds one of stories bus drivers often tell. They spot passengers sitting in the back seats at the end of their route, but when they go to tell them it's time to leave, they find nothing but empty seats. This video quickly made its way around social media and even caught the attention of local news stations. Are we looking at something supernatural, or is there a simpler explanation for what we're seeing? This footage, captured during the summer in Veracruz, Mexico, has left many viewers baffled and intrigued. It appears to show what some believe to be a shapeshifter. The security camera, installed behind a building to deter intruders, captured something far from ordinary. At first glance, the figure in the video resembles a person limping toward the camera. However, there's something unsettling about the way they move. As the figure approaches the gate, something truly bizarre happens. The upper half of their body seems to vanish into thin air, as if plucked straight from a horror movie. But this was no fiction, it was real life. Skeptics were quick to dismiss the footage as a simple camera glitch. However, experts analyzed the video using various light filters, including infrared, and the results were consistent across all tests. The mysterious disappearance was still visible. This has led many people online to believe that the footage is genuine evidence of a shapeshifter. But what do you think? Could this be a mere glitch in the camera, or is there something far more mysterious at play? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The following video was uploaded by user Sales87, and it was captured at a helicopter landing pad, which is part of a local hospital at which Sales is working. He never saw anything like it before and was looking for answers. He states, "This is from security footage at the hospital where I work. A co-worker noticed what appeared to be a shadow walking on the helipad. I know no one was out on the pad at the time. I work in the area that uses it the most, and we didn't have anyone to fly out at the time. What could it be? Let's take a look." With CCTV recordings like that, people always jump to the conclusion that it simply could be a bug. But I'm not sure in this case. It appears that this shadow has a clearly noticeable head and torso. And how do we explain it vanishing into the wall to the right? Where could this shadow stem from, in your opinion? Certainly a pretty mysterious capture that Sales noticed that night. The following video was traveling on a narrow road in the middle of nowhere one night. Apparently this area is pretty notorious for scary incidents that have been reported over the last 100 years. The most common story, however, is the one about the lady in red, who can be seen ever so often, standing on the side of the road and looking at passing vehicles. It is said that she lost her life in this very area a long time ago, but that her spirit is still haunting these grounds. The man was pretty uneasy after noticing a figure in what appears to be a red dress. He states that all he wanted is to get home as soon as possible after noticing this thing on the side of the road. And I suppose it will remain a mystery if that was actually the lady in red or just a lost person. The following video was submitted by Antonio. A family embarks on a late-night drive, unaware of the otherworldly enigma awaiting them. Little did they know their journey would take an unexpected turn, and it was an evening they would never forget. Something peculiar materializes right in front of their vehicle. Watch closely as an eerie figure emerges from the darkness. Was it a spirit yearning for release or a mere illusion? A white cloth-like apparition comes into view, seemingly suspended in mid-air on that desolate road. But the weirdness doesn't end there. In a swift motion, it flutters past the car, leaving the family paralyzed with fear and in disbelief. Its true form remains shrouded in darkness, raising more questions than answers. Our curiosity lingers as we ponder what exactly did they encounter that fateful night. This is a recording of a group of friends, and we see them having a rather pleasant time in what appears to be a park. Apparently, they didn't notice anything out of the ordinary at the time, but once home, they saw that something else was present. Deep in the background of the scene, we can see a disturbing figure. It seems to be hunched over and appears to be completely pale. And perhaps wasn't wearing any clothing. What's horrifying is their way of walking, and above all, their intriguing morphology. What are we seeing here? Some people commented that without a doubt it could be a humanoid creature, maybe a skinwalker. Others argued that it might simply be a regular person who snuck onto the recording. Could it even have been something paranormal? Let me know what you think. Now to a scary video that was captured by a man who works as a security guard, and after moving to a new place, he particularly noticed a lot of strange happenings taking place in the building's basement. At some point, it all got so weird that he had to record the activity to prove that something was just not right.
I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really... There it is. That's freaky stuff right there. Yep, that's what you call it. Here we go with the door now. Yeah, I don't like that. Ooh, that's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close. Stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Holy crap, that's freaky.
We see how paint cans seemingly fall all on their own without anybody touching them. But then even the door seems to be opening just like that. The man believes that something from another realm must be living here. Do you believe that too? If not, how else can we explain all of this? Frank sent me the following capture of a man who was on a nightly ghost hunt in a not further disclaimed area. Aimed with his flashlight, it appears that he is scouting out some sort of retail or office building, and he might not be alone that night. A light object seems to peek into the frame from the right lower corner. No idea what it is. But it doesn't end there. Is a face looking at our investigator from behind this metal frame. Unsettling. In this video, Caitlin Brooke finds herself alone at home when something she never expected echoed through the house. The incident occurred around 2 in the morning, and Caitlin's reaction was nothing short of courageous. The footage begins with Caitlin being abruptly awakened by loud banging noises emanating from her kitchen downstairs. Despite the fear that any normal person would feel, she boldly decided to investigate, initially believing the noises were caused by a burglar. Her plan was to scare off the intruder, but when she heard a door opening and closing, she quickly realized that the situation was far more serious, prompting her to flee, convinced that whatever was downstairs was now coming after her. However, her actions did little to deter the presence that seemed to be pursuing her. In the second part of the video, as Caitlin sat on her bed, her camera captured what appeared to be orbs floating across the room, an indicator that a spirit might be present. Unaware of this possibility, Caitlin continued to believe she was dealing with a human intruder. It wasn't until the doors in her room eerily opened at the exact same time, an act impossible for any person to perform, that she began to entertain the idea of a paranormal presence. This simultaneous door movement all but confirmed the existence of something otherworldly, though Caitlin remained skeptical. One of the doors suddenly slammed shut on its own, providing irrefutable evidence that she was, in fact, dealing with a haunting. Yet, what happened next was unexpected. After Caitlin openly acknowledged her belief that the disturbances were paranormal, the activity abruptly ceased. Events that unfolded in Caitlin's home that night remain an enigma. What could have caused such intense paranormal activity, only to have it vanish as quickly as it began? It's certainly a strange and puzzling case. Now we are back at the home of Father Win MC Pix, who's documenting the haunting in the home of his family for over a year now. At this point, Win believes that the ghost of a young boy has followed him even to his daily job site, and he's seeing strange occurrences almost on the daily now.
Oh, it's cold right here. See that on me? Hello? I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there. Oh wow, it is really cold right here. What was that? No. I don't think it's happy we're here. I want to go there. Oh, holy. Dude, there's...
Not only could he hear demonic noises in the building that day, but there was the silhouette of a creepy shadow figure, lurking in the corner in one of the rooms, evidently staring at Win. Creepy for sure. And a few nights after that, Wynn has captured more of the activity that today followed him back into his own house.
I'm playing only up in my office. Something keeps passing by this window. If you're walking by my office, I want you to knock it off. Holy. Is that you making all that noise back there? This thing's always closing doors. You need to get out. Dude. Will you knock it off, please? You gotta get out. You're gonna lock yourself in the laundry room again? You're not leaving? You're not gonna...
The noises sound pretty similar to what could be heard in the other building, making it almost certain that he is dealing with the same entity here. See how it is walking towards the door and then closing it? Pretty creepy, I would say. Let's see how this case will develop in the future. A night officer working the late shift at a convenience store shared this unsettling footage. He started hearing strange noises coming from the storage room, and what makes this particularly creepy is that he knew he was the only one in the building. Wanting to document whatever was happening, he started recording everything on his phone, just in case he needed to show his boss or co-workers what he'd experienced.
Tengo rato escuchando un ruido aquí en mi trabajo, en la bodega, y estoy solo. Y quería grabar a ver si, no sé, tengo mucho miedo. No me había pasado algo así, como de algo de sustos o algo. Pero tengo rato escuchando eso. No me animo a ir para allá, güey. Después de un rato me animo a ver, güey. Tengo mucho miedo, güey, la neta.
Finally, after building up his nerve, he decided to check out the storage room where the sounds were coming from. What his camera caught next is truly chilling.
Nunca me había pasado algo así, güey. A ver. Fui yo. Ese fui yo. Creo que la moví con la camisa. Tengo un rato que escucho yo cosas. Mucho miedo me da, güey. O sea, güey, checa esa pinche luz, güey. ¿Tú crees que tengo ganas de subir ahí arriba? ¿Tú crees que tengo ganas de subir ahí arriba? ¿Qué pedo? Güey, esto parece película de terror, güey. Sí, güey. Lo bueno es que tengo este foco, güey. Y acá arriba, por ejemplo, tengo... Acá me da miedo a veces que siento que me están viendo, güey. Ya no prendo el foco, güey. Y güey, vete güey. No se habrá metido alguien aquí a robar. Tengo un chingo de miedo, güey. Tengo un chingo de miedo, güey. Deja prender la lámpara, güey. No se ve nada, güey. madre, güey. A la verga, güey. A la verga, güey. No, güey, tu madre, güey. No, yo ya no entro ahí, güey. Su puta, no, ahorita le hablo a mi jefe. No le hablo a mi jefe, la verga, no.
As he made his way upstairs, there was clearly something there. But when he reached the top of the stairs, the darkness revealed nothing. Some say places like this can trap negative energy inside them. Maybe there's an untold story about this building that would explain what kind of entities might be lurking in its shadows. Now we're delving into a bone-chilling incident that occurred on August 4th. Two friends on a daring mission to explore a church that's been the talk of town. Many locals and neighbors have kept their distance, and for good reason. The chapel had been sealed off. Shrouded in mystery, speculations ran wild about the weird occurrences inside. Even the local priest transferred to another church, leaving behind only vague explanations. 3 months had passed since the chapel's closure, and curiosity got the best of the two friends. They hatched a plan to break in and uncover its secrets, but little did they know this would prove to be a decision they'd regret.
It's like 3 months.
Oh my god, yes. Okay. Let's go, let's go. Yep. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. There's a light on. It smells. The light's the everlasting light. It's in every church. It's always supposed to be on. It's freezing, actually. Oh my god, it smells. Oh my god. I'm trying to step on. Boy. That was disgusting. What the? Let's go upstairs.
More.
Oh my god. These things are everywhere. It's cold as hell. No, I hear something.
Take care.
I heard something.
Get out.
I don't know.
Move!
As they gazed back at the playhouse, the door shut with an eerie force, and panic sets in. They run as fast as they can. No explanation for the door's movement, but it gets stranger. Before entering, they heard whispers, faint and haunting. Some say it sounds like people praying, or perhaps children whispering. Could that be so? The context fits, given the chapel's playroom. Another really odd sighting were insects littering the carpets, a morbid scene of worms and other bugs. What caused this unsettling phenomenon? The answers remain elusive. Did something otherworldly unfold in this old church? Or how else could we explain these encounters? The truth is just as mysterious as the whispers echoing in that chapel.